You know, I get this question a lot. One of the most heavily trafficked parts of my website, livinginhawaii.com, is what's the weather like in, you know, pick your favorite month. What's the weather like in this month or that month or whatever? So it's November 15th. So I'm going to tell you what is the weather like in November. And let me give you a quick hint, you know, in case if you're the kind of person that wants like to watch a video for 10 seconds, you could quit right now because the weather is freaking perfect. That's what the weather is. It's perfect. Hawaii, save yourself on researching time with Hawaii weather. Hawaii weather is always perfect. It's November 15th, it's perfect. I'm in a convertible, I got a short sleeve shirt. I'm not cold, I'm not hot, I'm not sweating. It's perfect, all right? So there you go, bye-bye. Now, for the rest of you that want to have a little bit of a fun, we're driving through a neighborhood on the island of Oahu. And that neighborhood is called Kalihi. I once lived in Kalihi a long time ago, and it's kind of a really interesting neighborhood. It's a classic sort of middle class Hawaiian neighborhood. Some thinks it's kind of shady. Some thinks it's not kind of shady. You know, you got to be a little careful in Kalihi, but I love it. Here's a nice view. Look at this, right off. This is great about Hawaii, man. You know, you just kind of come right and then bang, right there. You got a view of town, right? Because we're kind of coming up high in a mountain. Right over there is a Punch Bowl Crater. Probably can't see between the cars there, but right there is Punch Bowl Crater. So look, I've lived in Hawaii since the 80s. And so I'm not just gonna give you the simple thing of someone who's just moved here. You're gonna get like the real scoop of kind of what's the weather like. Aloha, I'm Peter Kay, and I connect with people who love Hawaii. So if you love Hawaii, you have found the right channel, man. Click subscribe. Hawaii's temperature does vary throughout the year, but it varies very, very small. November is a little bit cooler. Now, what do we mean by a little bit cooler? I think, you know, I haven't done research, and maybe YouTube, you can all do the research and throw it in the comments. Average temperature in the wintertime, average temperature in the summertime, 10-degree variance. Amazing, right? Perfect. We just came off of the summer, we're into the fall, it's a little bit cooler. Another difference in Hawaii, oh, by the way, I must point this out, Liliha Bakery, right there, man, Liliha Bakery. Oh my God, if you ever come to Hawaii, you come to Oahu, you got to go to Liliha Bakery, bro, because it is the most insane cream puffs. Oh my God. The Chantilly cream puffs are like to die for. Anyway, okay. So it's also in November, in the fall months are a little bit wetter. You know, Hawaii doesn't have like a crazy like monsoon season, you know, where it's super rainy all the time. It's just a little bit wetter. You know, it's a little bit more, you know, if you had to kind of place your bets, there's a higher likelihood that it's going to rain in the fall and the winter months than it is in the spring and the summer months. Nothing significant, just a higher percentage, a little bit wetter. The surf is changing. So the surf on all the Hawaiian Islands, it varies between the northern shores and the southern shores. That's kind of where the big differences come by. So in the summer months, the southern shores, southern. So just remember that S and S, right? So in the summertime, in the summer months, the southern shores have more surf than the northern shores. Again, this is always on average. There's always an exception, blah blah blah. But generally speaking, the North Shore is calm during the summer, and the South Shore has surf. In the wintertime, it flips. We're gonna go behind Punch Bowl Crater, so you guys might kind of really enjoy this little tour here. So in the winter months, the northern shores have high surf, and the southern shores are much calmer. So right now, because it's the fall, it's a transitionary period. We're going around the back of Punchbowl Crater right now, so you're gonna see some nice little view right out over here. This is a view of Nu'uanu Valley, I believe. Well, I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of near Nu'uanu Valley. Might be wrong. Nice view anyway. It's a beautiful view. It's really kind of cool and lush, right? By the way, you can tell it's a little bit overcast. The sun's not out. There's a lot of clouds. Let me see if I can point you above. Look at the clouds up there. Yeah, it's overcast, right? It's the fall. But it's not raining, at least not yet. Like, we're hoping it's not gonna rain. Nice view. Look at that. Cool, right? Look at that. Oh man, it's Hawaii, man. It's Hawaii. Look, I hope you're here with me because Papakolea is the neighborhood. That's right. This is Papakolea. Look, if you want a short video, you could have quit the very beginning. It's perfect. I love this place, and I hope you love it too. These are great little drives that you kind of can't get on anyone else's YouTube channel. The surf changes in the fall. So what happens in the fall, because we're in the transition, you can have some days, actually like today, November 15th, the surf is transitionary. There is actually, we got some pretty big surf on the North Shore today, and we also have some pretty good sized surf hanging out in the, on the South Shore as well. So that's kind of cool. This happens during these transitionary periods of the year, during the spring and during the fall. Both sides are will vary. So another thing that happens during November, the fall months, is that the winds kind of start shifting. So normally Hawaii has predominantly trade winds. Trade winds are winds that come out of the northeast. They're like the saving grace of Hawaii, and they blow across the islands out of the southwest. And the trade winds are like the saving winds of Hawaii. They act as an air conditioner because it's cool air, so it cools off the place. And oh, there's the man up there. How's it? It's cool, so it cools off the place. And they're also the trade winds also bring moisture. So the rain. One reason why Hawaii is so lush is because the trade winds bring these moist air. So it's beautiful. So in the fall, sometimes the winds kind of shift around a little bit. We don't always have trade winds going on. Some days we don't have trade winds. Sometimes it shifts back and forth. So you may have days in November where it's not quite as perfect. It's not like trade windy day. The winds may die out. The winds may shift. Some days during the fall months, we get winds that come out of the south. Those are called Kona winds. So we'll get a Kona wind day. And again, these all things that change. A little bit of it, again, the fall, it's a transitionary period. So that's pretty much it for the month of November. Those are the changes. You've got, it's a little bit cooler, a little bit wetter. It's always perfect. It's always freaking perfect. A little bit cooler, a little bit wetter. Winds are changing, surf is changing. That's November. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see I got all kinds of other videos, Q&A, long-term stuff, what it's like to live in Hawaii. So I hope you'll subscribe. Hope you enjoy. I'm Peter K, and I am living in Hawaii. Aloha.